morning, welcome. I'm Olivia. This is my SilverSneakers Flex chair yoga class. It is April here. I'm back from vacation and nice to see everybody here in class. Let me do once around because somebody asked to see my class and said how glad they were to see my class. Here you go. Are you in the picture here? I hope so because I can't see. All right, lovely. I have a couple of people that follow me faithfully and they like to see them. They liked when I show them the class. All right, let's go. Sit against the back of the chair if you would, please. And I told you that the beach taught me how to breathe again, right? Nothing that taught me how to take a deep breath. And I think we've talked about this before with you, that to connect the inhale to the exhale, and I think of the waves. The inhale, they come up, and the exhale, it goes back down. So breathe that way. See if that works for you. It certainly worked for me at the beach. So settle back in. And your job right now is just to breathe and be still. You've given yourself permission to be here. You've arrived, got everything, put it behind you. Anything that has to happen afterwards, let go of that for now. One deep breath in, open your mouth, exhale. And let's move out to the edge of the seat. Feet right underneath heels, ankles underneath your knees. All right, so I'm going to back mine up just a little bit there, maybe even under the instep there. All right, so that if I ask you to lift the toes and lift the heels, you could do that. All right, and it would feel normal. A little stretch in the back of the leg and then in the front of the leg. And the next time you lift the toes up, keep them up, wiggle them. And then curl them up, send them out. And again, curl them. And send them out, and then balls of the feet down, toes down. Press them into the earth. Press the heels into the earth. And then you're going to grow out of that in that seated mountain pose. So sit bones right underneath you. You may want to pull the fleshy part of your seat back and get the earth chair right underneath your sit bones. Pull the belly in. Broaden the collarbones. Think about all these things that make us and allow us to sit nice and tall. Put a little tuck in your chin here. Again, close your eyes. Maybe hands on your lap. Maybe you'd like to let them float down and reach towards the earth. But this time as you breathe, you're going to feel that breath go in all the way around, even to the back ribs, since you're away from the back of the chair now. See if you can make the shoulders broaden as you inhale. See if you can let the ribs broaden underneath the arms. And then see if you can let the breastbone lift as you inhale. And release. And then tipping head over, there's this light beam coming out of the crown of your head, and you're going to shine it over to the left. Up to the right. And then come back through the center, and then go the other way. Don't move the shoulders at all, just the head. All right, and come back up. Turn the chin, and then I want you to think about shining it up to the diagonal there. So a little tuck in the chin. Come right back up, and we go the other way. That light beam's going to shine up to that other diagonal. So don't just drop your chin, lengthen there. All right, come back up, and right here in the center, just lift the chin, just a little tuck, just a little bit. We don't need to breathe into the chest just yet. And one more time. All right, so back on that imaginary shelf, turn the head. lift the chin here. And then a little tuck in the chin. And again. And down. Just notice if you have two different sides. Come back to the center. We go the other way. Same thing. Lifting the chin. So that crown of the head is going to, that beam is going to shine towards the back. And then a little towards the front. And down. And then right back to the center. All right. Release the arms down. Let's move into the shoulders. Snap, crackle, pop. And maybe a little bit bigger. Again. And one more. All right. Reach the hands forward. Now, as if you're going to hug a big tree. So I'm going to pull out on the elbows. I want you to take an inhale into the back ribs. And then exhale, open. Again, inhale, lift, open. Big tree hug. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And let's take them out to the side. Little golf balls in your hands and just the upper body here. So notice you're sitting square on both sit bones. Press them into the chair. And back. And again. All right. Both arms up. Let's clasp them again. Now they can be in front of your face here. Try to pull that, drop the shoulders first and see if you can try to open them, and then release them back down. All right, deep breath in, reach to the elbows up to the ceiling, and we'll circle them around. Okay, leaving them out to the side. I'm gonna walk my feet out a little bit wider, one hand down, turn the elbow to the front, back to the front, and then come back, and then lift that knee up. All right, use your hand if you need to. Nice tall spine. We add a twist first, and then a little bit of a crunch, and the knee comes in. So first it's with a straight spine, and second it's with that twist and knee lift. Scoop in that belly. Again. And then lift the knee. All right, from here, let's come into powerful pose. Hinge at the hip, eyes up, heart forward. Drop your shoulders, everyone. And release. Swoop down, come on back up. All right, we go the other side. Circle them around, and we take this side. So straight spine, twist first. And then lift the knee or bring it in and down. I have to lift that with my hand these days. I like it. And again, go ahead and roll back on the seat there. Whatever you need to do. If it doesn't want to come up, you go to it a little bit. Twist. And then in. One more time. And in. All right, open the arms up. Here's that powerful pose. Drop your shoulders, slide them down the back, hold on, heart comes forward. Put the tailbone back towards the earth so you can feel that low back open a little bit. Sweep down and all the way up. All right, let's bring that knee in and sit on back in the chair. Okay, circle. Lift it up so I can see your feet. Okay, here we go. Press it out, come right back in. This will move everybody around, huh? Press it out and right back in. Bring it up towards the shoulder, wherever is comfortable for you. You have fired on these core muscles to do this, I know that. And again, all right, press it out. Let this bring you forward. Deep breath in. Put that foot on the ground and we hinge at the hip. Release, look towards the toe, round back up. All right, the other knee comes in and we sit back. Same thing here, rest against the back of the chair. All right, let me see your foot. Thank you. All right, here we go. Press it out, come right back in. And again, get that full range of motion here. Extend it, bring it right back in. And again, and right back in. All right, extend it, hold it out, circle sweep, lift up, heel down, forward fold. Look towards the toe. Round the belly, or scoop the belly and round the spine. Come right back up. Let's walk those feet out. And around. Oh, I tell you what was sore on me on the way home was too much of my phone. You know, when you're in the car.
Yeah.
And my neck was so sore from that. Yeah. I just don't know how those teenagers do it. All right, now let's go the other way and exhale, slide the ribs over one way and then the other. So just the ribs are doing this. It's like I put money out there. You want to reach to it, right? And again, 2 more. And last one. Left hand on that thigh right there. We're going to sweep this arm down and reach out that right arm, coming over that left knee. Look towards your toes. See if you can find a little more length. So you're going to feel a great stretch in the back. This arm's going to circle all the way up and around. Come back to the center. Ooh, just release around. Go the other way, same thing. We're going to turn over, let that left arm reach forward. Now you get it up wherever you can. Reach it further, whatever works for you. I am using my right hand on my leg for some balance, but I'm feeling a nice stretch in the back. Circle it up and around, all the way down. Circle your head. All right, hinge at the hip. Flat back right here. Now, if you have a little back issue or some back issue, you're going to want to keep the hands there. Otherwise, I'm going to see if I can release them out. Bring in the heart forward. You can use one hand there. That will help release the back. You still are working it. Deep breath in. Exhale. Release down and open them all the way back up. All right. Bring the feet in. And we stand up. Here we go. Use the arms. Rise up. Deep breath in. And sink down. Use the arms. Rise up. And again, use the arms. They'll help you today. Get around to the back of the chair if you need to. It's okay. And again. Anybody counting? No.
20.
20 has a different perspective here, huh? All right, this time we'll stay up. And all the way up. Reach to the ceiling. Turn the palms to you. Notice what that does to the shoulders. See if you can bring those elbows forward. Those shoulders separate, and then we're going to go the other way. They come together. Circle down your back, all right? Feel the difference in the shoulders. The shoulder blades are going to separate in the back. Then they're going to go together. Then they're going to slide down. Deep breath in. Let's take that forward fold. Halfway rise. Exhale, release back down, and reverse swan dive up. Okay. Round the back. You know what? We're going to come right here on the side of the chair for our cat and cow today. Instead of seated, instead of standing. Right here. It doesn't matter which side you're on. Be sure your feet are under your knees or under your hips. Okay, so don't walk those feet back. Keep them underneath you. Their hands are under the shoulders. You can come to the wrist, or to the knuckles. That's fine. Bring in the heart forward. Look over the chair. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tailbone. So, in theory, I could do this without my hands on the chair, right? So my weight is on my legs, but I like to keep them there, all right? So whatever works for you, rounding the spine, inhale. And when I say round the spine, think about lifting that rib cage to the ceiling will help you open up that low back space. And again. One more time. And round. And then bend the knees deeper. Take the hands on the thighs. Let's tuck the tailbone and round the spine and roll back up. Use the chair there if you need to. All right? Perfect. We are up. Have a drink of water. Okay. For balance sake, let's take the feet about chair width apart. Okay. Toes are facing the front. And I'm just going to push over to one side and then the other. I'm not going to lift my toes just yet because what I want you to do, I just want you to feel the toes on the earth, feel the ball of the foot come back to the earth, and then the heel. All right? If we get good at this, see if you can lift one toe and then the other. See if you can pop that up. Sometimes just one finger on the chair will help you balance even more. But work through your feet. Maybe we take the arms out. See if you can keep it nice and smooth and very connected. And again. All right, let's take this last one. We're going to hold it up there. So use the chair. Circle the ankle. All right, curl into the heel. Press it out. Or into your seat. Curl it in. Press it out. In. And press it out. In. Turn it to the back. Toe ball heel goes down. And rise up into warrior one. Reaching. Ah, feels good, huh? Back at it again. Circle the wrists around. And then swing them down and up. Lovely. Drop the left hand to your back left pocket. Reach the right a little bit higher. And then we're going to switch. Right hand to your right back pocket. Reach a little further. Both arms up. Circle sweep down. Notice that you're not bending that knee any deeper, right? Same thing. Left arm, reach that right one up. Right one. Reach the left one up. Both arms up. Circle sweep down. All the way up. All right, we're going to hinge at the hip. One hand, if you have a little back issue here, one hand on the chair is fine. Hinge at the hip. The arms are still up. They can be in front of the face here. They should be in front of the face. Holding on. You feel that back really work. Left hand on the chair. Right arm reaches back. And look back to your neighbor back there. Come to the seat. Always thumbs up in this class, right? Breathe. All right, circle sweep. Step both feet together. Once again, let's take them chair width apart. And we'll do the same thing we did. Push off, maybe see if you can lift that toe. Nice and smooth. Same rhythm. It's kind of funny to see. All right, so we have this right foot to do yet. You're going to lift it, hold it, use the chair, circle that ankle. Or whatever works for you. Turn that in so everyone can see. Okay, so now curl it into the seat and extend. Bring it right back in like you're trying to touch your left cheek. In and out. All right, this time we take it to the back. Settle into warrior one. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. We rise up, deep breath. Ah, lovely. Little la-di-da here, right? Okay, right hand goes back, reach to the ceiling. A little bit more. And we switch to your back pocket, reach. Both arms up. Circle sweep. Don't sink any deeper in the knee. Just hinge at the hip. Come right back up. All right. Left arm reaches. Right arm reaches. Both arms reach. Circle sweep and down. And hold this warrior one. Lovely. Relax the shoulders. Turn the palms inward here. Yeah, nice, nice. And then I'm going to hinge at the hip. So don't sink deeper into the chair. Use one hand or two hand on the chair here. And then reach the fingers a wee bit. Oh, feeling that back work? Right hand down. Left hand reaches back. Y'all are super in that, really. That's a lot of work on the back. Good work. Thumb to the ceiling. And circle sweep. Step both feet together. Deep breath in. Left arm down. And right arm down. Left arm down. All right, we're going to step back and take that vinyasa. Deep breath. Exhale. Ah, deflate. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, deflate. Inhale, lifting. Let's do it again. Exhale, deflate. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale all the way up. All right, let's turn, and only so we can use this chair for some sunflowers. Scooping down and back up. Sink into the knees. Use the chair if you need to, please. Please let that be the assist you need to get yourself back up. And one more time. All right, circle sweep. Come around to the front. I'm going to lift that back heel. And we come into high lunge, but I'm going to keep the hand on the chair here because we're going to squat down. All right. Both hands if you need it. That's fine. All right. That heel in the back is going to the ceiling. All right. And don't let it drop. Think up, up, up the whole time. And one more time. All right. Step both feet together. We step back on the other side. We'll take moonflowers on this side. So reaching up, sink the knees. Right back up. And again, one hand, two hands. Doesn't matter. If you want sunflowers again, that's fine. I'm just doing moonflowers. And again. And one more time. All right. Left hand on the chair. Right arm sweeps around. Scoop up the air. You're on that ball of the foot in the back. Using the chair. Sink down. Come right back up. Yeah. some of the best exercise for legs, for lunges. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, downward facing dog for the first time. Step on back, wiggle the tailbone, whatever you need that feels good to you here. Breathe. Looking over the chair, step in, bring your feet into mountain pose. I'm going to move this out of the way. Bring your feet into mountain pose so the heels are underneath the sit bones. Wherever you land with your feet. That's the way you stand, right? So what I want you to do is take your heels and move them out maybe 1/4 of an inch. Not very much. You're going to feel a difference. Take the weight towards the toes, so rock the feet forward a little bit and press out. I'm going to feel this low back sort of open up there, right? Yes, is that working? You feeling that? Just a little difference in your back. You press into the, I've transferred the weight towards my toes and pressing out. And then from here, find your mountain pose. Lift the heart, elbows come in, breathe. All right, let's add a little bit of movement. Deep breath in. Sink into the knees. Deep breath in, back to the earth. Deep breath into the ceiling. Press and sink. Deep breath in and down. And the arms are going to go out, and we hold it there, and we walk that right foot out and find warrior 2 using the chair if you need it. All right, so I'm not sure where you are. Is that foot behind there? Okay. Left toe to the front, right one to the right wall, knee over the ankle, back leg straight. Yeah, and then a little wind. Now, watch all this isn't happening, okay? This is coming from the arms, not the wrists, not the elbows, from the shoulders. Breathe. Then let's circle them around. Whoa, watch your balance. Use those toes. Switch directions. Nicely done, nicely done, and hold on. All right, reach. Pull that over, shoulder to shoulder, and lift up. And use the chair if you need to. Now sink into that front knee. We tend to straighten it when we pull up there. Both shoulders drop. Maybe your gaze turns toward the arm. Maybe you need that chair for balance. Use it. All right, let's level this back again. A little slide, and we reach. Nice. Maybe let it float a little closer towards your face. Maybe hinge at this hip a little bit deeper. It's up to you. Maybe turn the heart a little more skyward. Yes, lovely, lovely, very nice. All right, drop this down. I'm going to hinge a little bit more, put the weight on that front foot, come all the way up and walk that foot back in. All right, so we go the other way. I can't remember how we got that way, so we're just going to move. Knee over the ankle, back leg is straight, nose out. And again, you want to fire on your core muscles as you do this, so you haven't let everything go, all right? So the only thing I'm moving is right here in my shoulders. Yeah, circle them around. Doesn't matter what direction. Yeah, nice. All right, lifting up, deep breath in. Let's drop that back hand and reach. Let the shoulders drop. As we reach up there, we tend to lift the shoulders. So let the shoulders release away. Sink into that back heel. And find your breath, where you can say, I could stay here for a long time. But she won't make me, will she? All right, we open this back up. A little slide and into side angle, or hinge a little bit more, let that come a little closer to your face. Extended angle, and then we're going to lift the heart to the ceiling. So I'm going to add this little rotation in my spine. Let this left rib cage come around a little more and lift. That may not be an option for you. It's okay. One more breath. Okay, we circled around as deep as you're comfortable. All the way back. Let's turn the toes to the front, come into star pose, nice and calm, and drop the shoulders. All right, so that rush of wind comes up the front, let the arms come back, soften the knees a little bit, turn the tailbone towards the earth, and release the arms down. Walk the feet in. Let's take a little stretch in the chest, grab hold of that thumb, and just see if you can lift the hands off of the seat, and stretch, and then give yourself a hug. All right, curl the heel in. All right, and have a drink of water. Good work. All right, around the side of the chair, right foot forward, left foot forward, right foot back, coming into pyramid pose. You want to feel a stretch here in the front of the leg. You want to be able to have your legs straight, but not locked, right? Let me show you from the side. Straight, but not locked. See the difference? But I'm getting a nice stretch in the front of this leg. Now, if that means you need to move that foot in a little bit more, that's okay. You want to bend the knee in the front a little bit, just not a lot. So find the perfect place for your feet to be. They're off the balance beam and onto the railroad tracks. And then see if we can find balance. And breathe. Now what would be a real big challenge is to close your eyes and open them. I knew you would do it, Artie. I knew you would. Deep breath in. Reaching up. Okay, open the arms, and we're going to add this rotation. And if you need that chair, bring it to you, all right? So I've got my right hand on the chair, and I'm reaching back on the left. Thumb to the ceiling and reach back. Yeah, go ahead and bring that chair to you there. That's okay. Drop that hand down, both arms up. We're going to draw this nice line right up the ceiling again. Reach, maybe take the gaze up, but drop your shoulders. All right, and release. I'm going to come into high lunge here. So I'm going to lift my back heel. I'm going to take that foot back a little bit more, sink into that knee, right hand on the knee, and look to the left wall. I have hold of the chair here. You could reach it back. You could reach it to the ceiling, but do whatever is accessible to you. Feel that long spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone here. Breathe. All right, look to the ground before you come out of this. We're going to bring this back foot into tree pose. So I'm going to swoop this arm up and let it drag towards the ground. Maybe it comes to the heel, maybe it comes up higher. And firm up that supporting leg from the toes all the way to the glutes. And then maybe you find balance. Tap into your breath here. With intention, drop it down. Nice and slow, come back to mountain pose. Come back to stillness, close your eyes, grab hold of the chair. All right, we go to the other side. Somehow, tiptoe, side to side, work the feet somehow. All right, so right foot comes forward, and the left one goes back. We're gonna find our pyramid pose. So whatever you need to do to feel a little stretch here, feet off of the balance beam onto the, you know, it may mean that they're on the lines of the, of course, only if you're straight here. So, never mind. Okay. Deep breath in. All right, let's bring the hands to the heart. Drop the shoulder. Now I'm going to move to the chair, so you may want to grab the chair with your left hand here. It's going to come forward and back, or it's going to come to the chair. So resituate it if you need it. You're going to reach to the right wall, thumb to the ceiling, and look to the right wall. Try not to look to the front to me, because that's also how your brain gets screwed up. And that's what we want, a little bit of mix up. Yeah, his hand comes to the front here. Yeah. That's a way of screwing your brain up. So it goes, wait a minute, what are we doing here? All right, come back to the front. And we take this candlestick pose. Ooh, draw this line up. Drop your shoulders. And notice this lovely long line. Lifting the heart a little bit will take the gaze up. Don't let your head fall back. Beautiful. Are we smiling? Are we breathing? All right, so then we're going to come into our high lunge. So I'm going to lift that back heel. Right hand on the chair. The left hand comes to the leg, and you look to that right wall. You could reach that right arm back. You could reach it up. You could stay with the death grip on the chair. Please, nobody falls. Breathe. All right, I like to look back to the earth. Remember, we're going to come into this tree pose. So square the shoulders up to the front, drag that back foot in or lift it. Find your tree pose. And when you find balance, you know you got it, right? And then let your attention come to your breath. Take one more deep breath. And then step out. Let's slide down the legs here. Round the spine and roll back up. And then we'll take that vinyasa, deep breath. Forward fold. Rising up. All right, come into this forward fold. Now you decide how deep you're going to take it. Maybe your hands are there on the shins. Maybe they're lower. Maybe you release the head down. It's up to you entirely. But don't get dizzy. And then reverse one dive all the way back up. Let's go over to one side. And then over to the other side. Oh, you were so good. And release back down. All right, shake out. Let's take another downward facing dog for one last stretch. I feel like I always need that. And let's see if we can take an upward facing dog here. So step that right foot in halfway between the chair and that back foot. And now what I want you to do is keep the arms straight. Lift the heart. The gaze will follow to the ceiling. You're going to stretch out this whole front body here, right? So lift the heart. Step back to downward facing dog. And then we'll take the other side. So that left foot halfway between the chair and your right foot. Come up, come up. In fact, let the shoulders go back as the heart lifts. And release back. Now, tuck the tailbone round the spine and walk into the chair slowly in this rounded position. And then you're going to unround, standing up nice and tall. Shoulders go back. Ta-da! All right, have a drink of water. Let's sit back down. Nicely done. Nicely done. Very smooth today. You stood away from out to the side and balanced. Good work. All right. Right knee in. Let's just circle it out. Flex that foot. Now, instead of sitting back on the tailbone and the sit bone, see if you can come forward. So for me, that means I need to bring my leg forward just a little bit. Fire on these core muscles. The foot is flexed, and see if we can hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Lovely. Stretch it out in front, heel on the ground. And let's lift back. I'm going to drop my toe down. It's up to you. It may not work. Lifting up. All right. Left foot square on the ground. We're going to bring this foot up and over. Use your hand whenever you need to. Put the foot on the ground if that is your pleasure today. Roll that low back forward. Support it or open it. Flex the foot. Oh my goodness. I know I haven't done this for a while. Breathe. All right, I'm going to take it back out to the side, holding that knee right there. Knee over the ankle. Use your hand, nice and tall. And then I'm going to add this little rotation. So moving this right hip, the right rib, the right shoulder, and look over that left shoulder. come back, walk it in. Slide it out. Slide it out in front. Keep that foot right where it was. Hands on the chair. See if you get the toes on the ground. Crunch the front of the seat. If you have shoes on, it's very difficult to do that. So don't worry about that. Just lifting the heart. I'm just using this to support. I'm not leaning into my hands. Just lift. All right, come back. We take that other side. Lifting up and out to the side. Find the tip of the... I'm right with you, Linda. Flex that foot. Fire on those core muscles. Drop your shoulders. Connect those ribs and the hips. See if you can bounce. Drop your shoulders. Thank you. Breathe. All right, up and over she goes.
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. And sit tall. Find the tip of the sit bones there. Oh, Jane, I'm envious of you on that side. Look at that. Look at that flexibility there. Awesome. Breathe. With each exhale, Olivia, let it relax a little bit more. So use that. All right. Out to the side. We stretch it out so you can get a stretch in the front of that hip flexor there. And reach up. Please use that chair for support. All right. Keep that right foot just where it is. Bring the left one in. You're going to use that hand. This is where we're going to add that twist. So bring this left hip forward, left rib, left shoulder, and look to the right wall. I am holding my hand right there. And I'll hold that knee there firmly. So you should feel a nice inner thigh stretch. Come on back to the front. Slide that foot out. See if you can keep the toes on the ground. If you have shoes on, it's much too difficult. Don't worry about it. And then just lift the heart. All right. Both feet on the ground. Slide down your legs. Use the hands on the thighs if that feels better to you. Pull the belly in. Breathe into the back ribs. Maybe look under the chair. The deepest breath you've taken. And then exhale and roll the spine back up. All right. Walk on back. To the back. Press that low back into the chair. Middle of the back. Shoulder blades. And if you want to get the feet on the ground, please feel free to scoot forward. That's okay. Those of you that have, that this part of your leg is a little shorter, right? Settle in. Let the shoulders relax. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you there so that when we lie down in Shavasana, we always tuck the shoulders underneath so we can take the palms up. A little lifting of the heart there. And you lift that heart, you lift that mood. So the journey is complete today, right? Still just your breath. And then begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and your nose. And then bring the hands together at your heart. Let the corners of your mouth draw up in a little smile as you open your eyes. And keep smiling, because the world is such a better place when we smile. Right? Easier for everyone. Namaste, friends.
Namaste.
Wow, y'all were great today. You've been practicing.
We shall